Hi guys, this is Annie. I hope you all are doing great tonight. And as promised, here is the video that I'm putting out for you concerning how you can use regular nail polish and your pigments that's so popular today with the hollows and the mirror and the metallic pigments. But this is for you guys out there who want to try this and you don't like the gel polishes as I do. So just to make things clear, as you just heard me say, I do not like using the gel polishes because I don't like the removal method. I don't like the idea of soaking my nails into the chemicals for such a long period of time and so often. It is nice to have nail polish on for a week and a half to 2 weeks, but at the same time, the damages you could do to your nails from removing them every 2 weeks is going to be very, very harsh. So I prefer to use regular nail polishes, and this is where I found my loophole. This is what you will be needing. So I just want to talk a little bit about the product so you'll know what you need. Over here I have my pigments, and these I've actually purchased on eBay except for the tiny little container here. And this is the 10-gram packages of it. The color I'll be showing you tonight is rose gold, silver, gold, and blue, which was gifted to me. So this one I don't have much of an idea of where it was purchased. My sister actually did me a favor and picked that up for me. As far as making regular gel polishes work, this is what you're going to need. I actually used the Insta Dry product tonight because I didn't want to wait for my base color to dry and then go ahead and wait for the gellus to dry. It was just going to take too long. But I have tried it with regular nail polish, not the Insta Dry. I'm talking about the drugstore bought nail polish Wet n Wild brand, and it worked perfectly. So you can get whatever base color you want. I am using black tonight. And this is where it gets a little tricky, because if you don't have these two items, I don't know how you're going to make it work. This here is going to be the top coat on top of your base coat, and that's the Jealous nail polish that I just did a review on for you guys on the products on my must-have list. So you definitely need to have this, and you definitely need to have a water-based top coat. This one I found on Amazon, I believe it was, and it was $10. I am sure there's cheaper ones out there, so you can shop around for that, but it has to be a water-based top coat. If you go ahead and use the regular fast drying top coat or any type of top coat, the pigments is going to break up and you're not going to get the effect you're looking for. So I went ahead just to let you guys know, and I've polished my nails already on the black Insta Dry nail polish, and just to let you see that I'm actually doing this and you know that I didn't do something rather than what I'm telling you, I am going to go ahead and apply the Jealous top coat. Now these two I've already colored with the Jealous top coat, so I'm gonna do these three now, and we'll go ahead and let that dry properly, which is going to take about 15 minutes, and then we'll come back and apply the pigments. But I wanted you to actually see me do this so you know that there's no tricks. I'm doing this just for you guys, and this is how thick it is. It's very, very thick. And as I'm polishing it, I'm just going to tell you a little bit of what you need to do. You need to have the nail polish base coat as well as the Jealous top coat very smooth. So you need to have a no error application, because the pigments are so fine and they pick up everything when you apply it on, as far as bumps, bubbles, left off parts where you could actually see the pigments not being stuck to the nail polish. So you really need to take your time and apply the Jealous top coat on this, and you really need to be generous with it so it could smoothen out itself while it's being dried. You also need to make sure and wait till it's thoroughly dried. And the reason I telling you guys this is because I did my right hand earlier today on the gold pigments, and I was in a hurry, and I learned really quickly from that, because if you could see, I'm not sure how well you could see from the camera, but if you could see closer to my cuticles, I did not put the Jealous nail polish all the way down, and the pigments of course did not pick up there. I also did a chop job as far as applying the gela's nail polish, and some of it shows the errors. Like this one here, you could see it's bumpy. So you need to have a smooth, thick application of that gela's top coat above the base color that you're using. So I have to wait until this is dried now to go ahead and apply my pigment for you. So it'll take about 15 minutes. And so hang in tight there, guys, and I'll be right back to apply the pigments and cover it up and show you how well this works. All right, my loves, so these three still needs to be dried just a little bit more, but these two I believe I can go ahead and work on. So let's see if it'll go ahead and not be too much trouble with that. So just to let you know, the color I have on right now is the black with gold, and that's the one I'll do on my thumb for you. And then we'll move on to the other color. And these are 10-gram containers. These I bought on eBay if anybody wants to know out there, and they weren't very expensive. The gold and the silver together cost me about $4.49, and the rose gold by itself was $3.99. And this one I don't have a price for you because this was gifted to me. My wonderful sister actually picked up a couple of these items for me as little sister gifts, so to speak. So that I don't have a price on, but I have seen the site selling more or less of this size, which is the 5-gram container compared to the 10-gram. Okay, but check out eBay, they have really good prices. So just to let you know, these little babies are very, very, very messy. So if you have something that you're working on that you like a lot, remove it. Seriously, this thing is really, really messy. It looks great when it's done, but the mess is unbelievable. So just keep that in mind. Do not have a fan on next to you because you will be sorry. This thing is going to go flying all over. And the application is very simple. If you buy the container, you usually get one of these little eyeshadow brushes, but if you don't, this is the best way to apply it. And you will also be needing a little brush of any sort to dust the excess pigments off. So the first one I'm going to do is gold for you. And remember, this is black regular nail polish with my Jealous top coat on all of the nails, okay? And this is the gold color pigments. We're just making a little dab in there. You're not going to press down very hard. You're going to kind of scrub it in little circles. At first, it's not going to look like it's doing anything, but then you'll see it coming in. So you go in and you just kind of work it around, and you know, you're not going to be sure, because when I did this earlier today, I wasn't sure if it was actually working until I dusted the extra pigments off. And as you can see, a little bit goes a very long way. You want to go in and scrub it in the corners especially, because it will show if you have any missing spots. So kind of just scrub it in gently. If you need more, get in there and get some more. And then you take the excess off, or this is how I do it at least, by brushing away the excess. And then going in with my little brush immediately and scooping it away. And as you can see, it works just as well. There are a little bit of spots, so I'm going to go right back in. You can see just a little tiny bit of spots here and there. You go back in and you work it in. And the best way I found to do this was actually go in and tap it in the second time around. Make sure it's in there. And then you go over it again by gently scrubbing over it. And again, we brush the excess off. Very gently. We don't want to brush the pigments off your nails. And that's the first one. That's the gold. So as you can see, it does have that mirror effect. And it is absolutely beautiful. And the best part about it is we didn't have to use gel polish. So I want to show you some other colors. Let's move on. I have tried the gold. That works really well, so I kept that one on today. I am now going to show you the silver. Now I am assuming if you use different base coats, it brings out different colors. I am just sticking to black tonight because I wanted to show you the actual colors of it. So there's the gold again. Now let's move on to the silver. This is absolutely beautiful. And this one you're going to see more or less of what it should really, really look like. So again, we're going to just take a very little of that product and start working it in a circular motion. Now the base coat, or I should say the gelish top coat, is dried to a point that it is not completely dried, you know, it's like tap dry, but you want to make sure it's dried enough that even when you tap on it, that it's not going to make any creases. Because like I said, the one thing that's going to ruin this look is if the top coat is messed up and your nails are bumpy or has natural lines. You want to make sure it's smooth. So if you have natural lines on your nails, buff it out. Otherwise you're not going to get the smooth effect of this, okay? And I'm just tapping it in, as you could see. And excuse my background noise, guys, I apologize for that. And there is the silver, where you get more or less of the mirror look on that one. Let me just dust the excess off again. And there it is. So there's the first one, and as you can see, again, you get that nice smooth mirror effect on there. Now I'm actually going to try and do this one as well in the silver. I only have 4 colors for you. I'm going to do it in the silver again because I want to show you what's going to happen if you do not use a water base top coat at the end. All right, so let's do that one as well. And this one was one of the one I just quoted for you to make sure that you see me actually putting the gelish product on. So I hope this is dry enough that I'm not going to ruin it. And I'll start by tapping in the pigments this time, then just starting to scrub it in. So you want to take your time. It does take a little bit of time, but it really is beautiful. I can see why a lot of people is definitely using this as far as just buying the chrome nail polishes and stuff like that. But yeah, like I said, it does take a little bit of time, and I really do like the fact that I found out a way we could do this, a loophole, you know. I really like that a lot because I really don't like the gel polish. I've actually used it before I started making videos when it first came out, and then the soak off was just really annoying, and I didn't like that at all. So alright, so here we go. So I tapped it in. Now I'm going to take the excess and kind of scrub it in, so to speak. And again, we are going to take a little brush and remove that. And again, you could see it. And that one actually did a little better than this one. And I guess because it picked up a lot more pigments because it's not completely dry. So maybe that's what you should do. Wait until it's a little bit sticky, not too sticky that you're going to leave impressions on the nail when you press on it, but you know, enough that it picks up the pigment. Let me try and get more on back on this, but again, this one was a little more completely dry than the one before because I've done that before. I showed you the gel being applied. All right, it's a little better. So there you have 2 silver and the gold. Now let's move on to the third color, which is my rose gold. And you should see my mat, guys. I have little silver dust all over. The lighting is not going to be great because I tried to put up the lamp and it's just not working with all these silver dust. It's just going to blind you guys out. So bear with me as far as the lighting is concerned. It's probably going to shift back and forth. So this is another popular color that I just seen a lot of people is using on their videos, and it's called the rose gold pigments, and I have not tried this one. It's also a different brand. The rest of them I'm using tonight is by Born Pretty. All this one says is nail decoration new flow, so I'm guessing that's what the brand is, new flow. So let me get myself a new little sponge here, an eyeshadow sponge. Wow, that is gorgeous. And let's see what it looks like on black. So on the black it actually looks like copper pigments. So it is a beautiful color though. Wow, I like that a lot. Maybe a lighter color, base color like a yellow or a pink or something is really going to bring this out. Let me scrub it in now. So as you can see, I'm tapping it in first to make sure there's a lot of pigments in there, and then I'm going to scrub it in. And like I said, this particular one is not the Born Pretty product that I've been using. This is a different one, so let's see if it works well. I know the Born Pretty one does, but that is the rose gold. Let me take that off. And I noticed right away that this particular brand, the pigments are much finely ground compared to the Born Pretty. This one is really ground fine, like super fine. It's like real tiny, tiny, tiny little powder grains on there. But that's what it is. Not much of a color burst as the silver. The silver is the actually prettiest one so far. And now last but not least, we have blue. And this one is not too much of a mirror effect. It's more like a hollow. So I've played with it before when I was experimenting, and it is beautiful though. So let's do this. And again, this is the Born Pretty blue, and there it is. This one really pops out, but it's more of a, like I said, a holographic than a mirror, because once you smoothen it out, you could still see the shine of a mirror, but it's not as clear as seeing your image in it. And that's how you know the mirror effect. If I actually look in the gold ones that I did earlier, I actually see my reflection off it. So that's the mirror, and everything else that's not really, you don't see your reflection off, is pretty much the hollows, the one that gives you the pull out of the colors, and there's the hollows. And then you have the matte, which you just get the metallic look on it. But this one actually is very beautiful as well. You see that one really popped out, and as you can see, that's more of a bluish color here. So see guys, I told you we found a loophole. You could use these pigments with regular nail polish, but we're not done yet. Here comes the tricky part. You have to get that water-based top coat, because if you don't get that water-based top coat, you're going to run into problems. I will show you by using my absolutely wonderful fast drying top coat. Now remember, we did these two in silver because I want to show you the difference, okay? But now here is my water-based top coat I'm going to apply, just to show you that it's not ruined once we go in and apply this particular top coat. So start with the gold. And as you can see, there's no change. Absolutely no change. The pigments doesn't get ruined. The shine is still there. Everything is still there. And now that's the gold. I'm going to do these and this one as well in the water-based color. And then I want to show you what's going to happen if you try to apply a regular fast drying top coat. Here is the rose gold, and again, no change. It's just shiny. You don't see the pigments being broken. You don't see any interruption as far as the effect it should give you. It's absolutely beautiful. And now I'm going to show you the fast drying top coat, what's going to happen. So as you can see, they're all shiny. They all have that mirror effect. Again, the only one that doesn't have too much of a mirror is the blue one, because that is a hollow pigment. It's not a mirror pigment, but the rest of them is. And now this is what's going to happen if you apply even regular top coat. Okay, I'm going to give you a close-up of this. So this is the one we just did in the water base, the middle, and this is what's going to happen when we apply a different top coat to it. For some reason, the pigments immediately break up, and it just look like you applied glitter. That's it. You lose the total effect of this. So here you have the one with the fast drying top coat, and as you can see, we lost that mirror effect. It's no longer a mirror effect. And here are the others with the water-based top coat, and as you can see, it still has that smooth, shiny mirror effect on there. Here it is again on the gold. So there we have it, guys. That's the application of the do's and the don'ts that you need to have if you're going to apply your pigments with regular nail polish. Now I just want to show you that I am going to remove it immediately now, just to show you that there was not any gel polishes used, because with gel polishes you have to soak out. I am using my non-acetate nail polish remover tonight, and I'm going to take them off for you, right? So you can see that there was no gel polish used. So here we go with the the gold. The only thing is you do have to work just a little. See, it's already coming off, because remember there's 3 application of nail polishes in there. So there's the gold one, and now you're going to see a little shine on my nail. That's because I have a overlay on my nails to protect my nails, but that has nothing to do with the application of the pigments, because I actually played with them on swatches and they work the same way. So this was the silver that I was playing with earlier today. See, I even tagged it, the Insta Dry Nail Polish with the Jealous top coat on it. And again, they all come off very simple, so you can change them as often as you like, depending on what color you want to do, or if you want to do it on a different base coat. But they all come out very, very simple. No need to soak them. And that's one reason that I was happy to share this video with you. So as I am removing the rest of my nail polish, I will say goodnight to you and thank you so much for watching my video. And if you have any questions, feel free to comment. Don't hesitate to ask. And also, don't forget to subscribe for my upcoming videos as well. And thank you all so very much for watching and popping by my channel. Have a good night, everyone. Take care now. Bye bye.